All right, so coming in at number 2 is gonna be The Color of Friendship. Now, I wanna talk about this movie for a minute. So this movie comes out in February of 2000. February, for those of you that don't keep track, is Black History Month. Now, I remember Disney leaning into movies that featured Black characters during Black History Month. We're talking about movies like The Cheetah Girls, The Proud Family movie, The Jet Jackson movie, Up and Away, and these are all great movies. These are movies that feature Black characters, but they weren't necessarily Black stories. The Color of Friendship was totally different. First of all, The Color of Friendship is based off of a true story. Ron and Piper Dellums are both real people. Ron Dellums, among many other things, was the mayor of Oakland and a member of the U.S. House of Representatives. On top of that, he started a campaign to end apartheid in 1972 that was passed into legislation in 1986. The Color of Friendship is not only a race movie, but it's a movie about the South African apartheid. This wasn't a subject that children's movies touched on very often. And I want to give Disney credit for not only being willing to make a movie like this, but to also not take the easy way out when doing so. It would have been really easy to make a movie about stories that in America we're all familiar and comfortable with. Dr. King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, just to name a few. But instead, they focused on the South African apartheid and Stephen Biko, which were topics that some schools shied away from at that time. So I'm 9 years old when this movie comes out. And from what I remember, it's probably the first time I had heard the name Stephen Biko. I specifically remember this movie sparking my interest in Biko and leading to conversations between me and my dad about the South African apartheid and how it was similar to what Black people went through in the Jim Crow South. This is one of the most important movies in the history of Disney Channel. It received several awards, including an Emmy and an NAACP award. I personally believe that this movie should be remembered as the first of its kind. I'll be back with number 1, but in the meantime, hit me up in the comments and let me know what this movie meant to you. I'll see y'all tomorrow.